Hello and welcome to Fundy Fortunes. My name is Natalie. I'm an intuitive card reader and I'm also an empath. Right now I'm putting up my smudge to share with you guys. I smudged my cards and myself to cleanse the energies because that's what smudges are for. This is an indigenous custom and some for you. And it's going pretty good. I'd say that's good right about there. Okay, so today I'm here to do the monthly reading for the sign of Scorpio. And this is a 5-card spread using my Oceanic Tarot deck for those of you that are brand new to the channel. And at the end of the 5-card spread, I pull one Significator card from the deck of tarot. Each card has a placement. Your first card is your overall energy of the reading. Second card is your finances and wealth. Your third card is your heart, your romance, anything close in the love department. That could be family, children. Your fourth card are your challenges for September. The fifth card is your message from spirit. And then we do a significator at the end. Anything that needs to be brought forth and center for your attention. Okay. I'd like to thank you all for stopping by for a visit. I'd like to thank all my current subscribers. Any of you that are brand new to YouTube, right beneath this video window is a little red button that says subscribe. That is always free. And what it does is it alerts you via your email notifications every time Fundy Fortunes posts any new videos. You can leave anytime you want. It's always free. Okay, so having said that, why don't we get right into the reading here. Very first card that I pulled for you, Scorpio, your overall energy, 3 of Cups. It's about reunion. Okay, when this card appears, the keywords are celebration, friendships, healing, fun, flirtation, indulgence, and creativity. The advice of this card is to be careful and enjoy the company of those that make you laugh. Be carefree, it's not be careful. Sorry. You gather together with family and friends at this time to celebrate. This 3 predicts weddings, parties, reunions, precious time with people that you love, where you can actually just be you. If you're looking or if you're working on a creative project, now's time to get in the zone. So, of course, we're coming down into the downward side of summer now. We're coming up into September. This video is taped on the 27th of August. So, and it's a beautiful hot day here. It's a Saturday. It's a summer weekend. It's a summer Saturday. So for you that are viewing this video, there'd be a lot of this going on right now. There are reunions. Family reunions are held in the summertime. Friends come over for barbecues, for campouts, tenting, just to enjoy being together and celebrating summer before fall comes upon us. That's another celebration in itself. Not that it's not to be celebrated, right? For some of you, this is also, this month there will be August weddings into September, September weddings, fall weddings, a lot of parties. Right now, Scorpio, you're driven to be absorbed and to absorb your family and all these people that are close to you. This is your overall energy for the reading. Moving on to the next card is your Queen of Cups. She's about sensitivity. This falls in your finance and wealth. Cups are all about love as well, and creativity. And she's a beauty. Okay. The advice of this card when it shows up is to tune into your nurturing side. In decision-making, your emotional side. Intelligence is your best guide right now. Anything that has to do with money, use your logical approach. Money is not an emotional, tangible object. There's nothing about emotionality into it at all. It is what it is. It's like a rock on my table. A rock, you know what? This rock is a rock, okay? And it doesn't matter how I look at it or how I turn it or what I say to it or what it says to me, it's still a rock at the end of the day. Sometimes with rocks, such as these kind of rocks, let me see if you can see this. You say, okay, it's just a rock, but if you look really closely, it's more than just a rock. This is pink granite. It's natural to this area. And there's some crystal through there as well. Okay. So sometimes, I mean, there's no emotionality attached to a rock, but the thing is, and that's a good thing when it comes to your finances, because if you let your emotion, you can let your emotions go into it, but if you do that, it's usually not going to work to your benefit, and it's going to not work to your favor, and it dulls down your other senses, which are normally pretty sharp, all the logical things, the logical side of your brain, the real part of your brain. You can let your money sense become clouded if you get emotional. So the card suggests for you to not do that at this time. The key words for this card are love and nurturing, generosity, protection, caring, and emotion. You are now at this time openly loving towards your friends, also very giving, family. Um, this card offers loyalty, creativity, and projects as well, which will thrive at this time. Focus on relationships with children and friends. Um, Singles, you may meet a new love at this time through the nudge that I feel to say for some of you, Scorpio, through any projects that you start right now that are money based, and money is the motivation behind it. You may, in the midst of all that logic and that hard nosedness that Scorpions can shut down emotionality and become very logical and hard nosed. You're about to get your bubble burst. There's one or two of you there, because the emotionality, you're not going to be able to control what comes at you, because you're going to meet somebody that's going to knock your socks off. What can I say? So in the middle of it, just don't lose ground. Your finances are looking pretty good right now. I'm not seeing any disasters in that area, because you're pretty much a taskmaster when it comes to making money, watching where your money flows, making your money grow. So when your money grows for you, Scorpio, and the love for your family and the people that are close to you in your life, it makes life better for everybody. Okay? The fingers of money are reaching out, and you're very generous and you're very giving. And you're going to be wanting to make sure that you are sensitive, as the card says, sensitive to the needs of others, sensitive to their well-being, sensitive um, to make sure that if somebody is bothered, depressed, if they're sitting a little back outside the crowd, a family that has gathered, and the friends that have come together, you're going to be very sensitive to that. You're going to be drawn to that person, because you're going to smell that something's off, something's wrong, something's depressing them, something's holding them back, something's bothering them. And you are going to be, they're not going to go to you, you're going to be gravitating towards them. It's a little different for Scorpio. Scorpio usually they can kind of shrug that kind of thing off and say, everybody's going to stand on their own 2 feet. Everybody's got to take care of themselves. What's so bad that you can't get over this? If you get a problem, just attack it and take care of it, because Scorpions don't just live life, they attack life. And that's the way they are. They live large, they live sharp, they live hard. That's the way they are. Okay, the third card is the Ace of Wands, and it's all about growth, and it fell in your love sector, which can mean anything. Family, romance, doesn't matter what kind of love. Okay, this is all about growth. When this card shows up, it implies new beginnings. Ta-da! A new love exploding into your presence. New beginnings. Your intuition is strong. You're surrounded by new adventures and ideas and creativity, success. This card could also bring fertility for some that are trying to become with child. It shows that there's a really good chance that you could, if that's what you're looking for. And if you're not looking for it, and it happens anyway, whoops. That'll be a problem to deal with, or not a problem at all. You'll probably welcome it with, you'll handle it quite well. This card also says to step into your power with inventions and talks, become more creative, and what you say now will be well received by all those around you. You're also crowned with success on new projects. Communication is good at this time. I'm going to touch on that again. Sharing your visions, and this is the yes card to any plans you may have. Here's a little warning, and I'm giving it to everybody. If you go to my Facebook page, Fundy Fortunes, I put a blurb in there and a link today that has to do with Mercury going retrograde, which begins on August 30th through to September 22nd. I pasted a link there. I kind of like skim what Mercury retrograde is all about for people that are not real novices. I'm a novice, but I know a little bit, but not enough to be sitting here doing it all the time through all the cards and all the readings. But Mercury retrograde it demands respect and attention. And if you go there, you'll find the link. If you don't want to go to Bay of Fundy Fortunes and go in and look at that link and what I had to say about it, you can always Google it. You can always do that. You don't have to go to my Facebook page. But anyway, what it says here in the card about communications are good right now for new projects. Share your visions, and it's the S card to plans. The keyword being communication, because that's what Mercury going retrograde is all about. It doesn't actually go backwards, and the elliptical line that it travels, as well as the other planets, is that it's not round, and it's I've got a fan off camera, and I think it blows dust around. Oh, excuse me. Oh, itchy nose. It's not perfectly round. It's more of an oval, a long oval shape that the planets travel around. There's this parade. The planets go every night. Rising of the sun, the setting of the sun, rising of the moon, setting of the moon, and they all come up, and they all follow this, okay? And it's like a long, stretched out oval. And what happens is with Mercury, about 4 times a year, it starts coming up towards the end of one end of this elliptical line, and then it tends to come around like it's taking the corner, and then it's been moving and moving and moving. All of a sudden, it starts doing this. So it doesn't actually go backwards. What happens is it slows down, and the next thing you know, everything else is slowed down. Communications become slowed down. Communications with other people become fogged. There's no clarity. Communications as far as the technical world of computers and telephones and cell phones and iPads and all these things, satellites, all that stuff seems to get a zap from Mercury when it's going back retrograde. It doesn't go backwards. So your communications and line of communications, if you can't hold off on these things, if you cannot wait until, just another warning as well, Mercury throws a shadow, so it starts to take effect a few days before the actual retrograde, before it goes direct, and then a few days after. Right now, today and tomorrow would be the time that if I had to get something done, now would be the time to do it. While the energies are still clear enough to do that, if you find that your most important communications of all kinds aren't going to happen until after the 30th, you need to be extremely clear about your intentions, about any contracts that you sign, over everything with a fine-tooth comb to make sure that everybody's on the same page and there is no miscommunication. It can happen so easily if you put other people in charge or give them duties, extend duties to them or request to them to carry certain things out for you. You need to be really clear, make them reiterate back to you so they have a full comprehension of what it is you want them to do. If you don't, they tell them to never, never, never at this point in time take it upon themselves. If they run into a bump in the road, something that you weren't looking at, something that you weren't accounting for, they may try to take it on themselves and take responsibility and initiative and say, well, this is what they would want and this is what I'm going to do in this case because I'm here and I'm the one handling it. Tell them not to do that, but they have to check with you on everything first. That's the best advice I can give to you there. Okay, so the 4th card that I pulled in your house of challenges, in your spot of challenges for the month of September, Scorpio, is 10 of Wands, and it's about responsibility. These are your challenges. All right. When this card turns up, it indicates some burdens for some, an overload, confusion, exhaustion can come into play as well, priorities and pressures, and blocks. The advice of this card is you need to set boundaries, which is what I had just said more or less. If you're getting other people if you're assigning duties to them and carrying out errands and putting them to work on certain parts of projects that you have underway, set boundaries. They're not to make a move without you first. To tell them this is not the time to take the initiative. You're going to be upset if they do because things are going to get messed up really bad. That's all due to Mercury. Um, if you set boundaries, it's going to reduce a lot of stress for you at this moment. You may need to say no to some people, Scorpio, and you say no is never ever a problem for you. You are pretty much black and white when it comes to business, when it comes to improving your life on your work projects. These projects could be anything from your actual job, the backyard projects, the in-house projects, different. For some of you, getting together groups of people has become a creative project for you. End result could be in the arts. It could be a neighborhood cleanup, a beach cleanup. It could be a community thing. And this is your charge. And people have to go to you before they make a move. You've got to make that clear with everybody. You are to come to me before you take any steps. Don't take any steps on your own. This is very vitally important. I just had a nudge to say that if somebody does this without your okay, there could be some decisions made and carried through that are going to be irreversible. So if that doesn't scare the pants off you, to be more scorpion than ever and lay the hammer down, and it's black and white. There's no color there. There's no room. There's no gray areas. This is what it is, and make it very clear. Take those piercing eyes of you, Scorpio. You have piercing, deep piercing eyes, and bore them right into the soul of the person you are communicating with, and make sure they understand you clearly. The nudge here is this for whatever reason, this is extremely important right now, and you're going to be fighting Mercury all the way. And Mercury isn't prejudiced against anybody. It's going to kick everybody's butt. It's going to knock everyone's chair out from under them. You need to stay on top. Those are your challenges. All right. So the last card in the Oceanic Tarot 5-card reading is Message from Spirit. And I don't like this card. This is the Five of Pentacles, and it's about abandonment. All right. The key words when this card shows up, it tends to, Spirit is warning you about isolation, money problems for some, rejection, bias, fear, risk, and risk in relationships. The advice of the card, you do have some support, but you may be looking at the wrong places and at the wrong people. There's a big nudge and a big hint for you right there. Go beyond your usual network of family or friends to find the help and support that you're really looking for. You're looking for expertise, I feel to say, for some of you. It's very important right now, Scorpio. You're looking for expertise. You're going to have a hard time finding it, but it's out there. The people that you need right now are out there. The people that you need to implement in whatever it is you've got going on. There are specialists out there, people that have been down this road before, that are familiar with it, that you can trust them to carry out a job at 150%. Scorpio is very fussy. Scorpio is very stringent. Scorpio won't settle for anything less than perfect, and Scorpio likes to get their way. Period, end of. You just do. Don't say you don't, because you do. Okay, so that's not a bad thing. I'm not saying it is. Go beyond your usual networks, and you're going to find the help that you do need. So you're going to have to get creative when it comes to looking for the people that you need right now. This can be a sad card, but not all is lost. The 5 reveals a fear of poverty and isolation rather than the reality. Some of you are fearing that you may lose a job. And you may be feeling very much alone after the end of a relationship. Financial changes that breakups bring. Scorpio, you're pretty... What can I say about Scorpio when it comes to relationships? Scorpio doesn't do anything halfway. Scorpions, when they're in a relationship, they give, like, never mind the scale of 1 to 10. They're hitting like 50. It is like way above and beyond what you can even mentally begin to imagine with a Scorpion. They love fiercely, they love deeply, they love passionately, they like living life on the edge. They need to feel the rush of excitement that reminds them that there's blood rushing through their veins and that they're alive. And everything about Scorpio is like that. They have an energy about them that's on fire, but yet they're mysterious. They 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 hide who they really are. Even those that are closest to them get glimpses here and there, little flashes of what's really going on, but nobody ever gets the full picture because that is what Scorpio is all about. When they talk to you, when they look at you, they have piercing eyes that seem to bore right through your soul. There's no point in ever trying to fib to a scorpion, trying to con a scorpion, trying to talk them into something they're not interested in or don't want anything to do with. You will never, ever, ever get your way with a scorpion. It's the way they are. They're highly, highly, highly sensitive and intuitive at a whole other level than some of the other signs, most of the other signs. They're also known to be highly sexual beings as well. Just throwing that out there. Oof, Scorpio. Wow. Let's go on to the Significator. Oh my. Ace of Cups. Aces are all about new beginnings. And cups are all about the heart and love. Hearth and home. Uh-huh. What you think about that? Hold on, got my book out. So you don't think I'm lying. Alright. This card means the beginning of a great love. Did I not already say that earlier? Yeah, I did. For some, again, may indicate pregnancy. That's twice that has shown up. So somebody's planning on having a baby. When the Ace of Cups shows up, I'd say, are you wondering if you can get pregnant? The answer is yes, Scorpio. You may get pregnant. It suggests inner attunement and spirituality. Inner attunement. Inner attunement. That's what Scorpio's all about. The inner part. If you can't handle the outside of a scorpion, you're never going to survive the inside. That's if you even get close enough to see it, because that's the way they are. The cups are suit of the heart. The ace stands for instinctive knowledge that comes from within. Trust what your feelings are telling you. Scorpio. I feel this is a man scorpion that's meeting the female scorpion. That's how it feels right to me. That's the nudge that I'm getting. And you're going to have your socks blown off. Na, 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 boo, boo. I'm teasing. But for somebody that's so deep and mysterious and brooding, to see something like this happening, it's unusual, which makes this meeting even more special for you. This is a wonderful thing. This could be the one person that could make or break you. You know what? I'm not going to say if you allow this person inside of you. They're going to go there anyway. You're not going to be able to stop it. This is a once in a lifetime thing. This will be a relationship, whether it stands test of time or not. Regardless, this will be one relationship that you'll never forget. I've been saying with all the signs all along for the last 2 months that this is the summer of love. It really is. A lot of new relationships have begun. You're not special that way because it's coming, and it's coming for you too. For some others, it's not been so great in the love department, and financially. For some Scorpions, you're no different than anybody else. It's be the summer you'll never forget, but you want to forget. The summer you don't want to remember. For a very small few of you, it has not been good, and you just want to get through the summer. So fall brings a lot of renewals. There's a lot of new things starting up. It is not the end of it's the end of summer, but the beginning of fall, and fall brings all kinds of brand new things that affect our daily lives and our future. Scorpio, you're in for a bit of a shock and a surprise coming, and this is going to be one area, and you're not used to this, and you're going to feel like you're walking on banana peels, and that you're slipping and losing your grip, and you're going to have a real hard time finding solid dry ground once this person walks into your life. This is going to be a huge learning experience for you as well. Anyway, Scorpio, here's your reading for September. And it's full of all kinds of good stuff. Watch Mercury going retrograde. Like I said, you can go to my Facebook page. They have Fundy Fortunes. And I'll hook you right into the group. Okay? You just have to put a little request in, and one of us will let you in. So, anyways, I am going to wish you the best for the rest of August, of course. And I'll be doing mid-month readings in September for mid-month September as well. So you want to check back for that. If you're brand new, as I said, subscriptions are free. Click that little box, and if you're not happy with Bay of Fundy Fortunes, you can always leave at any time as well. You just get email notifications. That's all saying Bay of Fundy Fortunes posted something new. If you like this reading, down below in the description box, I offer the services for private readings, and all the information can be found there, prices and how that works. And you just have to send me off an email, basically. But read that first, please, and don't, because they do cost. They're not expensive, but they cost. So anyway, I just have to put that out there because some people think all the readings are free. The general readings are free. Private readings are not free. Okay, so when you would get another video just like this one you watched, only just for you. Okay, so for now I'm going to say goodbye. Good luck with September, and good luck with that heart, and good luck with the money. We'll see you soon, I hope. Thanks for coming by. Goodbye.